Hello and welcome to Looplearnings, and this is video number 24 of how to make POS system. And if you are new to this channel, welcome, and if you are a regular visitor of this channel, welcome back, and thank you for the support that you give, and thank you for all the comments in the comment section below. Anyway, so what we are going to do today, this is the continuation of the previous video number 23. In previous video we worked to create the search capabilities in our order form, to search the categories, to search the products, and in today's video we are basically going to do a couple of things. First, we are going to do the coding behind this button, choose product button. So basically what should happen when I click on this button, right? Well, what I would like to have is that if I click on this button, the database or the system or the application must check whether the sufficient stock is available or not. If the stock is 0, then it should not add that item into our order because there is no availability of the stock, so therefore it should not be added into the order. That's the first thing. Second, if the stock is available, then these items should be added automatically. The moment I click here, it should be added into the order, and I would like to keep by default quantity 1. So if in case the quantity needs to be changed, then of course the user can click here and a pop-up window will open and user can change the quantity to whatever they wish to do so. But by default we will keep the quantity 1 for each line item. Okay, so that's what we are going to do. And the third thing I would like to achieve in this video is to have a order total and net RSP automatically populated every single time either we add item or we delete item. So these are the three things I would like to achieve in this tutorial. Now this is going to be a little bit complicated for those who are not really familiar with VBA. So if you wish to learn, then I would strongly recommend you to watch this video till the end to get the full scope of the learning. Alright, let's go ahead and start doing VBA coding behind this button. Okay, but before I go ahead and do the VBA coding, there will be some logics that we need to build in. So two logics I can think of, and those two logics are, well, three logics. The first logic is if the order is not created, then it should throw an error saying that, hey, this action cannot be performed because the order is not created yet. Secondly, if the order status is invoiced, then again it should throw an error saying that this action cannot be performed because the order has been invoiced already. So these are the two logics we are going to build in this particular tutorial. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So we'll go to the design view of the form. We will select the choose product button. We'll go to the event tab, on click event, ... ellipsis. Here we go. If you notice, I have changed the size of the font in the VB editor in case if someone was having difficulty in reading the sentence. So I thought I will change the font. Hopefully it will be suitable. Okay, so first of all, on error resume next. Very important that you built in this error handling in every single code block. Right, so let's go and write the first logic, which is if the order is not created, then throw an error. So we'll say if forms, okay, because this order number is in the main form, so that's why we have to give reference of that form. So if is null forms, order f dot form dot order num. Order num is the name of this field, is equal to true. Then toCMD dot beep message box, this action cannot be performed as the order is not created yet. Okay, here we go. So it will be a critical, will be critical because it's an error. All right, second logic we are going to build is else if forms order f dot form dot status. So basically this field we are referring to is equal to invoiced, then toCMD dot beep message box, this action cannot be performed as the order has been invoiced. Okay, right, will be critical and information. Now since both of these conditions are checked, then we should proceed further, else. Okay, now after else, the first logic we are going to build is to check if the sufficient stock is available for this particular item which we will select. And how we will get that information? Well, we will get that information from this query. Remember, if you have been watching and following these videos, I think video number 21 or 20, we made inventory management system, and in which one of the query we created ATS. ATS stands for available to sell, and in ATS we have one column or one field, it's called available. That means whatever quantity is available, this will be appearing in this column. So this is what we need to check. So first we need to check the product ID, and then we will match that product ID with the available quantity. So if the available quantity is 0, then the item should not be added and system should throw an error. So that's the functionality we are going to build. And how we are going to achieve this result? Well, we are going to achieve this result with record sets. Record sets, when I started learning Access or VBA, I did not know about record set, and then later I started getting the importance of record set. So I love record set now. So let's build that record set. So in order to build record set, we have to declare a variable which will be, let's say we are checking the quantity, so we'll say dim qty as a record set. Okay, so that's the declaration we have to do. Then here we will say set qty is equal to current db dot open a record set. Which record set? Well, we want this record set to be open, ATS. Okay, ATS. Then we want which field to be checked. We want first, well, we'll see it later. So we want to take a snapshot and we want to read the information from this record set, which is query, and that will be achieved by writing this db open snapshot. Okay, db read only. Okay, so oops, no, db open snapshot. All right, so spelling mistake, and you will figure it out. Anyway, so that was, so DB open snapshot, we want to open this record set, we want to take this snapshot and we want to read the information only. That's it. We don't want to do anything else. We just want to read the information. After reading the information, first thing we want to check is this ID, product ID, because we have to verify that this product exists. Whatever product we are selecting from this subform, we will check and match the ID of that product with the record set ID. Hopefully you're understanding, because with the ID we can check whether the quantity is available or not, right? So that's why the first thing we need to check is rs dot not rs qty dot find first. Okay, so first of all, find this product ID. That's what we are telling the Microsoft Access. So we'll say product ID equal to ampersand me dot product ID dot value. Okay, so this is what we are telling Microsoft Access, that hey, if I click on this button, check for the ID for the clicked product and then match it with the record set here in ETS query. So that's what we have told the Microsoft Access right now. Okay, so it will check first the ID, then it will check the quantity, right? This. So we'll say if qty dot, sorry, if qty exclamation mark available, so now we are referring to this particular column, available is equal to 0. So what we are saying, check the ID first. Once you have checked the ID, then you check this column available. So if it is 0, right, any one of this column has 0, then you throw an error. You say, hey, to cmd.beep message box. Okay, through a message box saying the product cannot be added due to insufficient quantity. Available stock quantity is, so it's good that you actually are telling the quantity available for that stock item. So that's how you will achieve it. Okay, ampersand and sorry, qty available. So you're not only telling Microsoft Access, sorry, you're not only telling the user that hey, the quantity, sufficient quantity is not available, so that's why we cannot add this product here, right? We cannot add this product here, and we are also telling the quantity, available quantity of that particular product, comma, will be critical, and then information. I really hope that you have understood what we have done here. So basically with this couple of line of codes, what we did, I will recap, and that is, once the user will click here on this button to add the product in the order, if the quantity in the stock is 0, then it will throw an error saying, sorry, this cannot be done because the inventory for that particular item is 0. That's what it will tell with this line of code. And once we achieve that, we have to exit sub and we have to end if. Okay, simply because we don't want to proceed further. That's why we have to exit from this subroutine. That's it. We don't want to proceed further. But if this is false, right, if it is more than 0, then of course we want to proceed further. Now what we would like to achieve by proceeding further? Well, we simply would like to add this line item or this product into our order lines, right? So we will achieve that again with the record sets. So basically this time we will insert the record. Okay, I will repeat. First, in this case we read the record, that's why it was db read only. But this time with the record set we will insert record in order lines table. Okay, we don't have to open the table will be closed, but we will use record set and we will add that that product into this table automatically, and it will populate in this particular subform. Hopefully you are understanding, you're following me, hopefully, right? If you're not, I would suggest pause the video, go back a little bit, then watch it again. Okay, all right, let's move forward. Now this time we want to declare another variable which will be tim rsp as a record set. Okay, so this time we are not rsp, sorry, tim rs. We just want to add the record set. So we have declared the variable rs. Now we have to set rs. So set rs is equal to current db dot open a record set. So this time we are referring to this table, not to the query ATS. That chapter is closed. Now we are referring to this table, order lines, because in this table we want to add a record, right? So order lines. So we'll say current db dot open record set. Which record set? Order line, order lines. Make sure that you don't misspell it, otherwise you're going to get nasty errors which you will spend hours and hours to identify, and it will turn out to be one letter is missing. Anyway, now we have declared the variable rs, we have set the rs equal to, we have set our record set equal to order lines. Now we will proceed and we will actually add this particular item. And how we will achieve? We will achieve by rs dot add new. Okay, so basically we are going to add new record set, and from here we will actually have to refer to this back and forth. So that's why I will keep going back and forth. So first thing we need to add is order number. Okay, order number. So we will say rs order num, that's the name of the field, equal to what? Where is order number? Well, order number is here in this order, so our main form. So we'll refer to main forms order f dot form dot order num. Okay, so that's the reference we have given. The second field we have to add is the product ID. So we'll say rs exclamation mark product ID is equal to me dot product ID dot value. Okay, so basically we have added this record as well, and product ID will be within this subform, so that's why I have given me dot product ID. Okay, now let's move forward. Let's add these other fields, third field, which is description. So we'll say rs exclamation mark description equal to me dot product. So we just want to pass on the value of the product name, right? This is the description. Now PBT means price before tax. So price before tax is basically this RSP. Okay, so we'll say rs exclamation mark PBT equal to me dot RSP dot value. Okay, next we have, hopefully you are following me, right? Next we have tax. So text, will simply add the text. So we'll say rs exclamation mark text is equal to me dot text dot value. Next we have PAT or PAT or price after tax. That will be net RSP. So we'll say rs exclamation mark PAT equal to me dot net RSP. Okay, dot value. Next field we have quantity. As I mentioned, by default we'll keep one quantity because most of the time people buy one quantity. So but it's not necessary, some people can buy 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, but we will give this functionality to user to change the quantity. But initially by default we'll keep one just to keep things easy, right? rs exclamation mark qty equal to 1. So we will hard code this this quantity by default 1. Okay, next net total. Net total will automatically be calculated, so we don't have to give reference. And then we'll add status. So we'll say rs exclamation mark status equal to reserved. Okay, that's the status we want. And then we have status date, rs exclamation mark status date equal to now. Now once all the fields are referred in this code block, after that, once everything is added, after that you have to update this table. Remember, don't forget about this rs dot update. If you will forget about this, your code will not work. It will not update the respective table in which you want to add the record. So make sure that you update. After rs dot update, after updating this table, it is very important that we requery this subform. So whatever product we have added, it auto populates here, and user don't think that, oh, the product may not have been added. So auto population is extremely important. So what we will do, we will say forms. In order to do that, forms order f. So basically the main form first, dot form dot, and basically we'll take this form. So in order to avoid any error, I'll take copy and paste the form, and I'll say requery. Okay, then to cmd.beep. So beep is kind of a response to a user saying that the product has been added, and that's why beep is very important. Now that we have achieved, so we have inserted a new line item, new product into the order lines table. The next step we want to achieve is to auto populate the pricing information. So there are various ways, various methods to achieve the pricing information, but actually the one I like most is by creating a query. So we will create a small query, and with that help of query and with the help of Recordset, we are going to achieve that result that we intend to do. So let's go ahead and create a query, and this time we'll choose order lines table because this is where the data resides of the product that we are going to add. So we'll say order number we will take, and we will take the net total, but we want to take the net total as a sum. We want to sum the net total in here. Okay, so we want one figure for each order number. So order 1, let's say 500, order 2 300, order 3 400, etc. So one figure. Let's go ahead and change the name of this field as well. So we'll keep it as a net total. So we want the same name. Okay, and now if you'll see, it's a net total. So let's save this query, and we will say order total q. Okay, now since we have that, let's go back to our order form. Let's go back to this code behind this button, and we will have another variable declared, which I have done that, dim RSP as a record set. So RSP is a reference to the record set for the pricing. So now we have to set RSP equal to what? Current db dot open record set, and this time we will open this query record set, order total queue. Okay, so we'll give reference of that query, and this time we want to just take the snapshot of it and read it. db open snapshot comma db read only. Okay, so that we have done that. Now we will look for the order number. Remember, in the previous record set we looked for the particular, so in this line we didn't look for anything, but when we were setting a query, we were building a record set for the ATS to check the quantity, we will look for the product ID. So this time we will look for order number. So I'll go back to VBA code and we will first look for order number. So we'll say RSP dot find first. So what exactly needs to be found? Well, we want to find the order num, okay, equal to ampersand, and it should be equal to what? It should be equal to this order number. So we want to get the order total for the order that we are in already, right? So that's the information we want. So we'll give reference of this form. So how do we do that? Forms exclamation mark order f dot form dot order num. That's the field from where we want to get the information. Now we have checked the order number in this record set, which is our query. Now if the order number does not exist in this record set, like the one you're looking at right now, there is no order number, there is no net total. So then in that case, what should happen? So we'll say if RSP dot no match, if there was no match, is equal to true, then my friends will give reference of this field, and this field is located where? Main form. So forms exclamation mark order f dot form dot order total. That's the name of the field. Order total is equal to 0, right? Because there was no match, there was nothing here, so we want to keep 0. But if that's false, and that will be achieved by else, then forms exclamation mark order f dot form dot order total dot value, okay, is equal to what? RSP exclamation mark here equal to this net total. Okay, and if, and that is it. So basically this code block will help us to detect the total order amount and will auto populate here, and this code block will help us to insert record in the table and auto populate on the subform. This code block will help us to check the quantity of each product in our inventory management. So let's debug it. Debug already done, there was no error. Let's close it. Now it's time to test out. First thing I would like to do is get rid of this additional line here, and that we will achieve by going to design view, and we will go to the data tab and allow additions. We will go to the no. Let's go back here to the form view. Well, allow additions. Okay. Now if our code block is correct, then the product should be added, the order total should be auto populated. So let's try that, and here we go. So I clicked here and it says milk 1 liter, which is added, 120 RSP, which is, you can see here, price before tax, 12 is tax, and net RSP is 132, quantity 1 by default, if you remember I mentioned that, and then the order total is also added and net RSP is also added. Let's add another item, which is yogurt, and you can see that yogurt is added, 1 quantity, total price after tax, and the net total of the order is also added. Now if I remember, the butter is not available. Butter is 0 in our inventory. So if our code block is correct, then it should not be added. It should tell us that the available quantity is 0. So let's go ahead and click here, and there we go. It says product cannot be added due to insufficient quantity, available stock is 0. Fantastic. Let's add cooking oil. So we'll add the cooking oil. Let's add shampoo. We'll add the shampoo, and let's add once more shampoo. Let's say 2 quantity shampoo required. Then user can simply click here and change the quantity, and it should be changed. Now we have to do coding behind this button as well. So I will do it in a bit, and we will achieve the result that we wish to achieve. Okay. So I hope that you have understood till now. So we have achieved 3 results in this video. I think in the next video we will wrap up the order form, and we will give the finishing touches, and there are a few more things needs to be done. I think that we can cover in the next video. But thank you very much. I hope that you have learned something. Even if you have not, please do let me know in the comments below, and if you like the videos, then smash the like button, share it with others too, and that would be appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you have not yet subscribed. Hit the bell icon so you get notification whenever I upload any video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.